Great stuff. Great stuff there. And again, I think you had touched on it before we see it, but that they did a real nice job of kind of bringing the whole thing together. But some of the main players there, relief, peace of mind, no dark cloud. Again, if you're at home and you're watching tonight's show, you got a warrant, you want to clear it up. Again, what do you say to that person who's like, maybe I go, maybe I don't go?
I would say go.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Come in on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday from October 6th to the 9th and take care of the warrant.
And that, too, just kind of jumped out. 4 days. This isn't a one-day kind of, middle of the week, couple hours.
Right.
We're giving you 4 days.
Right.
Wednesday through Saturday, October 6th through the 9th, to come in. Again, Jubilee Christian Church, the place to be, 1500 Blue Hill Avenue. You got a Saturday tucked in there. You got a couple days during the week. So not only are the resources going to be in place, but you guys are providing ample time for people to take care of what they need to take care of.
Yes.
I mean, has it always been a 4-day affair, or is that kind of...
It's been a 4-day affair.
Okay.
Yes, from its inception.
Somebody made a point earlier that made a lot of sense. Not only is it a good thing for people, public safety reasons and no car chase and things like that, but from a law enforcement perspective, you ask most police officers if they have to arrest or not make the arrest, they're going to tell you the preferred response is not to arrest somebody. It's not fun to walk into a house and put a mom or dad in handcuffs and take them out, especially those young kids involved. And I hadn't thought about that till somebody had put that thought in my mind, Mrs. Dickerson. But it's true. I mean, there are a lot of win-wins and a lot of winners in this whole entire thing.
It is.
I mean, not only folks...
saves you from embarrassment before your family or putting your family at risk.
Yeah. And I think that point needed to be made. Again, getting back to the fact that the clergy are involved. Again, great article in the Herald today.
Yes.
Do you think folks are going to be more apt to get involved or participate because you do have that partnership between not only law enforcement but the clergy members as well?
Yes, because I think people trust coming to the church. They believe that they have less fear than going over to the courthouse.
Right. And it's true. It's clearly less intimidating.
Yes.
It's probably a site or a spot most people are familiar with, comfortable with. Yes. And again, the fact that, okay, I'm familiar with this.
Yes.
I can feel good about it.
Right. I'm familiar with my neighborhood. I'm familiar with my pastor.
Right.
I'm familiar with my church. I mean, all of these things are counted in consideration.
Tremendous amount of trust, with your pastor, your clergy member. Yes. And I think it's safe to say that, he's not going to steer you wrong. If this program wasn't on the up and up, if there was some sort of scam going on, you wouldn't have as many partners and members and people involved with it as you do.
Right. And they've been involved in the beginning. Bishop Thompson, Reverend Brown, Reverend Matthew Thompson. They've all been right there in the meetings, planning this whole, planning for the 4 days in October.
Well, here's a dumb question. When you decide that Boston is a place you want to bring it to,
yes.
Again, tons of success in other cities. Was it a tough sell to bring it here, or was it pretty well received?
It was well received.
Okay. What was the reaction? They're like, geez, where have you been? Or what took you so long? Or
well,
absolutely,
no, but
the record speaks for itself.
Yes. And it's been a lot of involvement, through the church, through Jubilee Christian Church, through the community, the Boston Municipal Court, Judge Senate, Judge Ford, and several other judges over there, as well as the Chief Johnson over there at that court. Everyone's been excited about getting...
Totally on board.
Yes.
And about making this happen.
Right. And it's about also, we're going to clear up some warrants.
Right.
In the system.
And that's helpful because...
The warrant management system, I consider, would be overburdened.
Yeah, right overburdened is a fair description of it.
Yes. Yes.
And primarily, the program itself, of the folks coming in, nonviolent offender, violent offenders, what kind of people are you going to be dealing with for the most part?
Most part is nonviolent offenders.
Okay.
And as I quoted today, if someone came in on a warrant other than a nonviolent warrant, we're not going to turn them away. we are working to deal with.
Right.
That
And I guess there's a question of amnesty. Do people show up and everything goes away? No, it's not showing up and everything goes away.
No.
It's showing up and dealing with your issues, confronting your
Yes.
issues, and taking the steps you need to take
Yes. Yes.
to do whatever you need to do.
Yes, and this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
It's again, so many reasons to love the program. A stat you mentioned earlier: 98% of the people who show up or have shown up in the past show up, get to go home.
Yes.
Of the warrants that you've seen in the past, what are you seeing? What are some of the warrants that have been issued?
Motor vehicle warrants, maybe a couple.
Drug charges, motor vehicle warrants.
Well, drug charges.
Yep.
Maybe I know down in Baltimore there were some prostitution warrants. There were warrants for maybe minor larcenies.
Okay.
Yes.
And the thing is, you can see where, okay, person gets arrested, the court date set up,
Yes.
and they decide, I'm not going back, or I'm not going to show up at my court date.
Yes.
And it seems, and I think it's important to stress that in most of these cases, there appears to be a pretty readily available kind of quick fix going on here.
Yes.
You know, safe to say?
Yes.
So,
Because in some cases, you get your case adjudicated
Right.
that day.
right.
So, I mean,
You could be- it could be-
there's no promises, but you could get it adjudicated that day.
No promises, but
And I think the individual, the fellow that was on the video down in Wilmington, Delaware, said he got his adjudicated.
Destiny
he
Church?
paid his fine.
Yeah.
And he's now a free man.
he's a free man without having to look over his shoulder.
Yes.
And again, I think we got to bring that up. It could be something as simple as paying a fine,
Yes.
community service,
Yes.
whatever it is. It's not necessarily you're going to show up and get locked up and they're going to throw away a key and that's it.
Yes.
So, again, for folks out there with warrants, looking for a chance to wipe the slate clean, looking for that second chance,
Right.
October 6th through the 9th at the Jubilee Christian Church, again on Blue Hill Avenue. And even the hours. It's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes.
all 4 days. Ample opportunity to get there.
Ample opportunity.
So is there an excuse?
As well as transportation, the Massachusetts Transit.
Yeah, MBTA.
MBTA, they
Providing
will
free
be
transportation.
providing free transportation. If you go on the website, SafeSurrenderBoston.com.
Yeah, which you can see on your screen there. We got it up there. I mean, again, folks, more information. You got questions, concerns, you can call the Mayor's Hotline, 617-635-4500, or you can go to the website, SafeSurrenderBoston.com. Questions, concerns, you have them.
And we're
we get
looking
answers.
for volunteers to help us out.
Oh, we are looking for
And
volunteers.
yes, we are.
So does that, by volunteer, you mean not paid?
Not paid, yes, not paid. But in Baltimore, it was, they had a large group of volunteers down there helping out with the courts and the police and everyone.
Okay, so volunteers needed.
volunteers
We want folks to obviously to come in and turn in their people with warrants to come in and take care of their business.
Yes.
Plenty of resources on hand.
Yes.
So transportation, if you have issues, whatever they may be, support groups, peer groups are there. But this is a good day.
Yes.
There's 4 good days to take care of your business. So do that if you can.
Then the registry of motor vehicles will be there.
RMV's going to be there. Who isn't going to be there, I guess, is the question.
I know.
All right, before we say goodnight, Dave, I think we want to run the PSAs on the way out, but before we do that, sir, I want to thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
I want to give you one last opportunity to make the pitch to folks out there who, again, are on the fence about whether or not they should take advantage of what appears to be and is on the face of it a wonderful opportunity. What do you say to that person?
I
who has a
will
warrant?
just say, this is a great opportunity. We're here working as a partnership, the church, law enforcement, the courts, social services. Turn yourself in and get a second chance and get your life back in order.
That's it. Clean the slate, as they say.
Yes.
Again, sir, thank you so
welcome.
much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Appreciate you showing up. And folks, thank you for watching. Again, October 6th through the 9th, Fugitive Safe Surrender. Hope you learned a little bit about what's going on. And we're going to leave you with some of the public service announcements. And again, thanks for watching tonight's show. Have a safe week. Good night, everybody.
For nonviolent crime, you put yourself or loved ones in danger.
We want to provide a safe place for you to address your warrants. From October the 6th through the 9th, you can come to the Jubilee Christian Church.
If you're a U.S. citizen or legal resident, you can come in, meet with a lawyer, appear before a judge, and address your outstanding warrants.
No more looking over your shoulder.
There are no religious requirements for the Fugitive Safe Surrender program. Just come in, get help, and be safe.
It's your decision.
If you have an outstanding warrant in Boston, you put yourself and your loved ones in danger. We all invite you to Jubilee Christian Church for the Fugitive Safe Surrender program.
If you are a U.S. citizen or a legal resident with an outstanding warrant, from October 6th through the 9th, you can surrender in safety at Jubilee Christian Church.
You can talk to a lawyer, a judge, and handle your warrant. Take this step towards starting anew.
There is no religious requirements. Just come in, be safe, and get help.
Wanted by the law? Do you or a family member think you have an outstanding warrant in Boston?
If you're looking for a way to get your life back on track, then the Fugitive Safe Surrender program is for you.
We want to provide a safe place for you to address your warrants. On October the 6th through the 9th, come to Jubilee Christian Church at 1500 Blue Hill Avenue.
If you are a U.S. citizen or legal resident wanted for a nonviolent crime, you will be able to meet with an attorney and a judge.
There's no tricks, no gimmicks, just the opportunity to address your warrant.
There are no religious requirements. Please come in, get help, and be safe. Fugitive Safe Surrender at Jubilee.
I'm John Gibbons, United States Marshal for the District of Massachusetts. I encourage you to join us and take that first step towards your second chance.